Hey guys, good morning, good day, good evening. Welcome to the middle of nowhere. We're continuing our series of random walks on rural roads. We're in New Hampshire now, and my summer gig has not started quite yet. The kids have not arrived, so I am taking advantage of this to go for a little morning walk, and I'm taking you with me to show you what the center of a historic town looks like. So join me, and maybe you'll see there's a lot going on. As you can note, it's really loud. It's very serene, actually. I quite enjoy it, but I will say it's taking some getting used to again. So we're in the Canaan Historic District. This is from 1788, this part of the village, really. And even now, it's not like the city's booming. This is the old Grange. And no, for you church-going fans who like going into churches with me, there's no way. Trust me, it's not open. Still, it's pretty to look at. And fittingly, as I stand in the middle of the road, because I'm cool like that, at 6 o'clock in the morning, here's the cemetery right across the street. And if you look off in the distance, there's the mountains. Now we'll pop in the cemetery ever so briefly, because we actually want to go down that way. But we'll go this way just for a minute, because I want to show you guys something. It's just contrast to where we were in Maine, where you can tell this is a real cemetery, not just a family plot. But note, because this has been here since the 1700s, see the smaller monuments at this point, and these stones are they've seen better days. This cemetery reminds me of the one that I go to in Gilmanton, but significantly older. And again, this is something that you really see here in Maine and New Hampshire, is in these older cemeteries over time. Look, the tombstones are just sinking in. So, kind of one of those things, right? Yeah. So here's the cemetery. There's I don't know if it's a family crypt or I was gonna say they hold people there, but I think it's probably just a family crypt. All right, back to the road. Just want to give you a different vantage point right here of the Old North Church. So it's not the Grange, as I called it, or the meeting house. It's kind of fun. They actually have a sidewalk right here, because when you see where we're walking, there's really not that much going on in this historic part of town. Actually, in this part of the state, if we're being entirely honest. The village, so this is the village up here, but if you go farther south, whatever, I'll film it tomorrow, so you have a double part of it for this episode, if you will. But there's a couple restaurants, a little bit of a downtown area, but nothing much. What you do get, though, is this. Either this is a snowmobile trail or it goes down to someone's camp. My guess is it's a part of a snowmobile trail. It's interesting, this runner just passed by. I'm kind of jealous. I still can't run. It's been 5 weeks. But I hope to run at some point this summer. But at least we're out walking. So let me get off the sidewalk, and we'll start showing you some of the houses so you can see what it looks like in the historic area. Like this guy right here. Isn't she a beauty? I think this house is from 1811. I stand corrected. She's from 1844. My bad. Houses get a little moody if we get the years wrong. It's interesting being in this part of town, though, because one, a lot of the houses, see how they're all white for the most part. White. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but also It's interesting. So it's interesting because if you get off like this main street and you go on like different side roads, the houses do not look like this. No, not at all. Like these look like something out of like a fairy tale. No. Like if you look right here, it's this nice little tree, and then look at their like porch. Something you'd want to sip your lemonades on a hot summer day. No, I wish I was kidding. So this yellow house is from 1814. There you go. Actually, it's very lovely. But it's definitely one of those towns you just kind of pass through. This is 1807. This is from 1831. Sorry, I was probably streamed it too fast. Hence the historic district. Now we actually have a plan in action. If you're like, John, where are we going? There's a town beach up here. That's where I wanted to show you this morning. That was our goal for this walk. We're almost there. Because I know this is riveting. Look at this. This looks like an old guest house. Wonder what it is. Yeah, I do wonder what this is. Wonder if it was a nursing home? I mean, no one's in there now, but look at it. A hotel? It's kind of interesting, huh? What do you guys think? What do you think it was? Now, knowing the proximity to Dartmouth, I'm going to make up a story and say this was a convalescent area for people to rest and recover. That's what I think. Back in the 1800s. I was about to film that farmhouse right behind us because it reminds me of my family's old farmhouse we had in Stratham. Didn't though, because the windows are all down. It's been a hot few days here, and it's interesting because a lot of these older houses, of course, they don't have like central air. It's kind of like going to Poland during the summer. Although here we have fans at least. So yesterday was really, really hot. I mean, hot for here anyway. It got up to 95, in some parts it got up to 100. So we're like well over 30, 33, 34 degrees. Something like that for Celsius. I survived the hike, or at least getting up. We'll see what happens on the way down. But here's the view for you. I'll have to walk over to get the other view, but at least you get an idea. It's a slow, steady grade at this point. It's like I'm 1.7 miles up from the parking lot. There is another route where you can come up on the other side where you don't have it, but it's a 3,000 footer, I guess, 3,400 feet. And you can see that lake right there. That's Newfound Lake. The White Mountains are directly in front of us. The higher peaks. More views. So people come here for like a sunset, sunrise, moonrise. And then where I work is directly that way, where they cleared some trees. Now look at this right here. What is this? So this is kind of interesting. Clearly this used to be a church. And now I think they made it into apartments. So it's from 1844. And you go up. This is how you can tell it's a church. But with those, I don't know, it's giving off apartment vibes to me now. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Cute little house right here. 1850. Oh my God. Didn't even know it. We're almost there. We're almost to where I wanted to show you. Whew. It's an amazing tour today. I'm telling you, the content just keeps getting better on this station. All right. We made it to the center of everything. Well, the center of this part of town anyway. Because then you have to go 3 miles down away from the pond over here. They have a little write-up about Noise Academy. I think this was Noise Academy. So from the write-up right here, which is kind of neat, Noise Academy was chartered in 1834, and it was the first known upper-level co-ed school in the U.S. open to African Americans. That's awesome. It happened for a brief time because there was an outrage from the locals, but still, there's some history for you. All right. Mosquitoes are out. Not very cool. They actually got on the camera. So here's the Cannon Beach, right here. I know it's exciting. So for those that need a little bit of lake life and don't have access, this is where they go. Look at this, isn't it a pretty morning? And the mosquitoes love me. Sacrifices for you guys. Tons of sacrifices. Awesome. And now I'm retreating as fast as that. I want to linger, but honestly, I didn't wear bug spray. I'm getting eaten alive. Now I know why the dinosaurs are gone. The mosquitoes killed them. All right, I gotta go back to work. So we'll continue this real soon. I promise. Until next time. Peace.